guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieve this look from this wavy hair Amazon lace wig. This is a 13 by 6 lace, which means it has an area of lace on the top that's 13 by 6, and then the whole back is just filled with tracks. I'm also going to be using one pack of wavy hair bundle. They are both 1B, and the lace wig is 26 inches and the bundle is 24 inches. So let's get right into it. First step, braids going all back. I like to do 8 braids minimum because I feel like that gives it that flat look that I'm going for. I'm going to come back with my braids already done, and what I will show you is that I will leave my edges just a whisper, and I say whisper, of my edges out, and I leave a tiny bit of hair in the middle. Alright, I'm back, and as you see, I have completely braided my hair all back. Now I will say it's none of your business how the braids look because it's gonna be under the wig, and I didn't part. I did finger parting. I couldn't even see the back while I was braiding. Like hardly any hair is out. Also, another thing to notice, I have sacrificed my leave out, my middle leave out, even my edges. I straighten those so often that I keep it short, and it's pretty much damaged. But as you see, once I have my little cute fro on, you really can't tell because I just zhuzh everything together, and yeah, it stays in a permanent damaged state. I do not care. I do not care. It's with my eyes open, I am willing to sacrifice those parts of my hair to have my wigs slay the way I want my wigs to slay. So I did take all my braids and braided it together into one braid. I'm going to take my curved needle and hair thread and go ahead and take this hanging piece of braid and just braid it flat. I'm going to show you guys as best as I can. So tie this end piece before I continue. Braid that flat and down. And then let me just tie the rest of the thread into itself. So I now cut off the excess thread. And voila! Now I am ready for the wig install. So before we continue, I just want to show you, this is the wig out of the box. Nothing done to it. Nothing at all. This is it. And yeah, we're going to now get into styling of the wig. When it comes to styling the wig, the first thing I do is cut off all the excess lace in the front. I don't need any of that. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I'm gonna go to a mirror and find the middle part of the wig on my face properly. So I will be back after I found that. I've gone ahead and found the middle part of this wig, and I'm maintaining that part because once I take this wig off, I'm gonna cut a tiny sliver in that middle part. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how much I cut. So I'm back from washing and conditioning my hair with a washout conditioner. I use the VO5 brand for wigs because it's a pretty cheap brand and it's a wig at the end of the day, so it doesn't matter what conditioner or shampoo you use. So this is the final look before I go ahead and cut it. I have my two combs in the front. The lace is darker. You won't really notice it on camera, but it makes such a big difference. And I have my strap already ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. And I have my mirror here so that I can cut it and at the same time show you guys what I'm doing. First I'm gonna put the wig on. Let me take my hair out, the little tiny leave out that I have in front. So I kind of just am creating that U-part divide. This is a kind of trust the process kind of thing because one side is definitely always going to lift more because the hair is not used to sitting this way. Remember, this came with a full lace, so it didn't come with that part, and me pushing the hairs to the side, I'm like forcing the follicles to move against kind of what they were moving originally. So continue to, you know, see the vision. Next, I'm gonna cut it. Right now, I'm brushing the hair so I have somewhat an even amount of hair on both sides. And the next phase, be brave and have at it. And for this hairstyle, I'm gonna be doing the flip towards the middle of my neck because I want some of my neck to show, just to give my neck that kind of elongation that it would get from having the flip kind of be in the middle. So we are going to start lower than what we want to, just to make sure that we don't make a mistake. So when I'm cutting, I'm starting from the hair at the back of my neck going outwards. So I'm just gonna go like that. Since on this side, it's kind of hard for me to, you know, cut from the inside going out because I'm a righty and I would have to do it with my left hand. I'm gonna just cut at a slant. So instead of me cutting like this, I'm gonna be cutting it like this because I know that I kind of want the hair on the outside to be slightly the tiniest bit longer because that would lend more to a flip. So you're probably wondering, when do I stop cutting? How do I know if it's short enough? So when I start to see everything stop at the top of my neck, that's how I know, okay, so this is short enough. The back is hard to see, and if I tell you, it's also kind of hard to make a mistake, just be brave and cut the back. Because once things are flipped, you can't, any weird cutting you did, you wouldn't even be able to notice it. So I'm just testing out the length. Still a little too long. I'm gonna keep going. So for right now, I think I'm good. This is how the wig looks after I have given it a one-time pass over with my straightener. I use the FHI heat platform 450 degrees. And it's still staticky up here, and this side is still a little bigger, but I'm gonna go to my next phase so that I can settle everything down. And after this is settled, this is a very gorgeous bob. So next, in order to settle the top of the head, I'm gonna use my mousse, this olive oil mousse. I'm gonna give myself a generous amount, more, and just put that all throughout the top. I'm not really gonna put it on the bottom because I want this more on the top. Give myself that mousse. Wrapping it like this overnight with the mousse on it really settles it, but if you're in a bind and you just want to wrap it, you know, and go somewhere really quickly, 30 minutes. I'm gonna put my scarf on so everything can just, all those loose hairs on top, everything can just settle down. So now I take my scarf and I do a triangle with it. And then I fold that, give myself this. And now I'm going to put it like this on my head. Take that back, wrap it. Bring my ears out so it's really laid up against the hair. Yep, and then you let that marinate for 30 minutes. Now I'm gonna take my straightener and go ahead and flip the ends. So I take a piece of hair and I just go kind of down, and when I get to the very end, I flip outward. So I'll have to sometimes go into the back and flip the back hairs separately because it's too thick of a layer. So next what I do is I take the hair and I just take it to the back. Take it to the back. Comb the sides to the back, and then sometimes I do put a pin on the sides, just like a small pin, but I don't have to. It pretty much stays like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and take that little piece out. That makes a huge difference in the way the style looks. So I like to do it on my left side. The very front piece, go ahead and take that out. Let's say about this thick. So now I take that piece out because this is the piece I'm going to curl like this. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut in this direction because I want the hair to swoop in that direction, and that will let the hair taper into the circle that I want it to go into. First I measure how big the circle will be. Okay, it'll be like that. So I want it to taper up to this. Cut and taper, cut and taper. And there we have it. This is it down. Great style on its own. But I take my straightener, my trusty straightener, 450 degrees, and I curl it. Not curled enough, so I curl it a little bit more. It's a little bit too tapered, so I'm gonna fix that end a little bit so it's kind of... As I take my mousse, I want it to come together. I mousse that together. The curl seems to be staying, but I will go ahead and give it just one more tiny little swoop. And this hair can fry. It is not my hair, it can fry. That's the beauty of wigs. And now I can wear it like that. This is the hair after I've swooped my edges a little bit with my... I ran out of edge control, but I used my braiding gel and it worked just fine. So this is the final look. Give you guys a 360. And it has so much body and movement. And if I tell you guys that there is so much you can do with this hair, you can wear this hair kind of, which I've done kind of not so swoop, but kind of straight, where it just does like a slight flip at the end. And that's a whole nother look in itself. I've also done a thing where I've put pins on both sides and it gives it this flat look like this. I am in love with this hair, as you can see. I love everything about what the style does to the face, how it elongates the neck. It's just that girl. This style is that girl. And so if you follow those steps, you can achieve this same style.